Hi there, Taurus. This is the Spirit Warrior with your fortnightly reading. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Today we're doing a reading for the energies and predictions for the month of September. So the first column is the first week, and the first card is the Nine of Swords, and then it's the Hangman and the Judgment card. In the second week, it's the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Third week is the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower card, and the Emperor. In the last week, it's the Strength card, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. We'll draw one more card, which is the overarching energy, and this will be the Mystery card. The universe keeps doing this to me. I go for a mystery card and it flicks out cards. So I got two here. So I feel as though I have to take them, and we'll put one more card here. So there's lots of overarching energies, and we'll turn this one over at the end. So Taurus, a very quick look. Looks like September could be a challenge. And of course, I don't know whether you know I'm a Taurus, so we have the Nine of Swords in the first week, the Three of Swords in the second week, the Tower card in the third week, and the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in the last week. Oh dear, Taurus. What's going to happen? And I have to say, as an empath, I'm already feeling the effects of the eclipse, which happens at the end of this week, which is the 7th. So this is the 1st of September when I'm doing this, and so it looks like a challenge, and I'm already feeling the effects of maybe what the eclipse is bringing into our lives. So the Nine of Swords is a card of recurring nightmares. So there's something in your life that keeps going round and round, and you can't move past it, and it's keeping you awake at night. The Hangman is a card of new perspective. He's been hanging from the tree of knowledge. He's gained enlightenment, and he's contorted himself into all sorts of different shapes to see life from a different angle. And the Judgment card is a card of new beginnings. Well, it's actually the end of a cycle, and it hails that now you're ready to rise up from the ashes of your old life to create new beginnings. So we could read this like a story, couldn't we? So that the Nine of Swords says there is an issue, and it's one that you're having trouble moving past. The universe is saying now is the time to use the enlightenment that you've gained, or look for a new perspective about how to move past this situation. And the Judgment card says that as you do so, that you will be able to rise up and create something new, a new phase in your life, moving past this difficult situation. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. The Chariot card clarifies the Hangman, and the Strength card, which appears over here, clarifies the Judgment card. So the universe is saying this nightmare is an issue of balance in your life. There's something is out of equilibrium that is distorting how you're experiencing life and affecting your emotions. So it could be a work-life balance, it could be a giving and receiving balance, it can be some other issue about an imbalance that is distorting your life. And if you dig deep within, you'll know what's out of balance. So the universe is saying this requires adjustment, and so you need to make some changes to help you move past this nightmare. The Chariot card is a card of movement. It's a card of driving your life towards the things that you truly desire in life. And it says that as you gain a new perspective on life, you'll start to see a path, and you'll feel momentum ready to drive powerfully towards what you truly desire. And it is also a card of victory and success. So it is really a positive sign. And the Strength card says that now is the time to go within and use that inner fortitude and power that you have. And Taurus, we are very good at this. We're very powerful within to quell those issues or voices, which are the Nine of Swords, so that you can consign it to an old phase of life and rise up for a new start. In the second week, we have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So the Three of Swords is a card of pain, sorrow, and loss. It could definitely be what is driving this nightmare. So this could be an old situation that's been festering for some time, and the universe is saying, now is the time to pull these swords out of your heart. It could also indicate there is a new pain or new loss occurring this second week. So I guess you need to see how you feel about it, what resonates with you. One would hope that this situation is connected, and the universe is saying now is the time to consign this to the past of your life. And if we look forward here, we have the Tower and the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So there's a path here. So the Tower would say that there is a movement, a regeneration to dislodge the situation of the Three of Swords, and the Five of Swords is leaving it behind, and the Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold. But we'll address that and how that might be affected in the last week. So my feeling is that this is an old situation. It's not a new effect, and that shows that as you move past pain and loss, prosperity and abundance will flow into your life, because often these difficult situations and imbalances don't just sit in one part of our life, they bleed into the rest of our lives, don't they? The darkness kind of creeps in, and we start to feel not so well about life, and we struggle to make positive decisions about the other areas of our life. So as we drive our life forward in the Chariot card and quell the negative voices, we start to feel better, and prosperity and abundance, and and our energy is far more positive, and so the universe starts to flow the things we desire, prosperity and abundance, into our life. And the Eight of Wands is a card of momentum. So this confirms that this improvement in your life will be dramatic, and this is an acceleration of energy in your life that brings positive outcomes for you. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups. The Temperance card clarifies the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands clarifies the Eight of Wands. So the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia in the past, and I'm pretty sure this confirms that this issue is an old issue. It's an issue from the past. Maybe it's somebody from the past who's reappeared in your life. Maybe you've left them behind, but now they decided that reappearance is a good idea. It just may be that the trauma and the pain and maybe the anger are still hanging around in your life, and often these things take time to exercise, don't they? That you have to deal with the pain. You have to rebalance your life. You have to find new perspective, and eventually you're able to package them up into a nice little package and put them in the corner of your life so that they don't disturb your day-to-day life. And the Temperance card is a card of healing and rebalancing. So the universe is confirming again that there's something out of equilibrium, and this is really the whole situation. Your life is out of equilibrium because of this pain and suffering, and now the universe is offering you healing and alchemy. So this will allow you to move past or move forward in life. And of course, alchemy is the angel pouring the water from one cup to another and turning something from one thing to another. So it's turning pain and suffering into healing and forgiveness, or it is enabling you to move on in life. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. So maybe you feel as though you finally got past this situation and you're starting to feel positive about life. Of course, if there were romantic cards, here can be a card of marriage. There's only the Ace of Cups here, but that's not really a powerful love card at this stage. But this is also a card of moving on. You can see the couple are leaving the castle to forge a new life, and they're heading towards the 1111 portal, which is the opportunities the universe is offering them. So this is really part of the new beginning, leaving the past and pain behind and forging ahead with new possibilities in your life. In the third week, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower card, and the Emperor. So, of course, the Tower card is a major shift in your life. It can be cataclysmic. You can see that these people's lives have outgrown the foundations that they've built their tower of life on. And so the universe is throwing them out of the tower with the crown, and it's all fire and brimstone. But this can, of course, be an aha moment, an epiphany, or just a light bulb moment. So something happens, and now you can see what you want to create in life. Of course, usually if you don't take note of the messages or light bulb moment, that the universe may resort to fire and brimstone and shake your life up. But this seems quite a steady path here, and I'd say that you'll start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you'll be able to rebuild your life on solid foundations. The Emperor is the boss of the tarot. He is a powerful, masculine, action-orientated figure, and it says that you're starting to come into your own personal power. You're not feeling like a pawn in this situation anymore, and now you're feeling strong and decisive and ready to make positive decisions in your life. And this will allow you to start to build a legacy in your life with the Ten of Pentacles. This says that you are building a new foundation. You are starting to have positive energy and attract towards you the things you truly desire in life. And so this really is a positive period for you here, Taurus. The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Hermit card. The Seven of Cups clarifies the Tower card, and the Hierophant clarifies the Emperor. So the Hermit has been in the cave. Maybe you have had a hermit moment after this situation, but now he has deep inner wisdom and knowledge, and the universe has given him the star in the lantern to guide himself forward. So the universe is now starting to show you the light forward to the destiny of your life, I guess. The Seven of Cups is a card of many options. So the universe is saying, as you rebuild your life, here you are, here are the possibilities that you could create. Of course, not all of them are positive or palatable, and so it's important to focus and choose the path that you want in life. But of course, these are just dreams or fantasies or ideas. And so unless you pull them down to the earthly plane with the energy of the Emperor, that they'll just stay in the divine plane and not manifest in your life. So you do need to take action here. And the Hierophant is a conduit between the universe and the earthly plane. And so this is confirming that there is guidance available for you as you begin this new reconstruction of your life. The Hierophant also represents the status quo and the establishment. And together with the Emperor, they're kind of the power base of society. These are the church, universities, big corporations, all those entities that hold the power in society. And this could say that at this time, it may be time to act a little differently, to break from the status quo, that now is the time to take a slightly different path in life that isn't connected to the current establishment. In the fourth week, we have the Strength card, the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Swords is a card of conflict and conquest. And it does say that you're walking away from a difficult situation, that there may have been a battle, a vehement discussion or a quarrel, and that you have worked out that this person here is not for changing and they're willing to win at any cost. And appearing in the fourth week may say that you've started this machinations to change the path of your life, and they may have reappeared if it's a person, which it seems to be a situation with a person, or the situation has reappeared, because often these people come back for a second bite, don't they? They don't take no for an answer. They want you to be their enslaved person, the one that they make dance to their tune, and they're not really happy about you wanting to leave. And so you might find that they reappear, but this can also just say that indeed you're leaving the discourse, the battle behind, and you're going to find a new path and get ready to build a new life and fight different battles, or hopefully no battles at all. The Five of Pentacles is a card of being left out in the cold. And so it says, even as you start to rebuild your life, and there's positive energy here, isn't there? We have the Chariot card, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. You're starting to rebuild here, Taurus. But often the feelings of poverty and destitution hang around, don't they? They become habits. You start to count every damn cent in your life, and you worry about how it could still all fall apart. But there comes a time then you have to turn the page from pessimism to optimism. You can see there's light shining through the Five Pentacles in the stained glass window, and the universe is saying there is light, there is a new path, that you should head towards the light. And the Strength card reappearing says that this will take inner strength and inner fortitude. But Taurus, this is your superpower, that you have the power of the bull. You have the strength of the bull. You have, can I say, the stubbornness or the determination. I like to call it determination, but people in my life call it stubbornness. Anyhow, there is a very strong willpower, and now is the time to use it to your advantage, Taurus. Now is the time to get down and dirty and make it all happen, and don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on life. So the Strength card is clarified by the Four of Swords. The Page of Wands clarifies the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands clarifies the Five of Pentacles. So The Four of Swords is a card of respite, rest, or taking a pause in life. So indeed, there's a lot happening this month, isn't there, for you, Taurus? And so as we get to the last week, it may be time to stop and reflect on all of what's happened and start to meditate or reflect or even pray for guidance towards creating your new path. It's just a time to gather everything together so that you're heading in a positive direction. The Page of Wands is a card of new beginnings. He's an adventurous fellow, and this says that now you're ready to forge a new path in life towards things you truly deserve and desire. The Seven of Wands is a card of perseverance. He's being threatened by all these things coming up from the unknown here. And this kind of underlines the Five of Pentacles. Even though we're moving towards a life, we're still feeling threatened by life. But this says perseverance is another word for stubbornness. Now is the time to get down and dirty against Taurus, and use that determination to move out of the cold towards the light and claim the positive energy and the positive movement that is outlaid or that is laid out in this reading. In the overarching energies, we have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and, drum roll please, the Justice card. So, the Justice card says that if there's been injustice in your life, there will be a rebalancing of your life and you will start to receive your just desserts in life. So there's plenty of indicators here that people have done you wrong in life, or there's been situations that have felt unjust or have felt as though life is out of kilter for you. And now the universe is saying this energy and this movement and the Tower card and the strength of the Emperor are all starting to make everything align. And now you're starting to feel as though you're receiving what you truly deserve in life. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of reappraisal. It's about saying, this is what I've created in life. Am I happy with it? Is there something else I could do? Can I do it differently? Is there a better way? Can I do something else in your life? So this may be what this Four of Swords moment is about, is this reflection about how to create your pentacles in the future. And the Ace of Cups says the whole outcome of this quite significant change here is the Ace of Cups. And this is the universe saying, here you are, Taurus. Here's this cup overflowing with love, joy, and happiness. And this really is a positive moment for you, that you've overcome a whole lot of roadblocks and difficult situations. And now your heart is starting to feel with joy and happiness and love. And, you know, Taurus love a bit of love. Now it's time to feel the love. And that really is an amazing outcome for you. I hope you like this reading. Give me a like and subscribe so you can catch me next time. I send you much love, joy, peace, and happiness. And this is the Spirit Warriors signing out. Ciao.